Tonight on the Muskie Daily, the Roberta A. Smith Library is finally open after 5 semesters of construction.
The women's basketball team lost in a heartbreaker.
And New Concord celebrates the opening of the Wall House Hotel.
Thanks for tuning in to the Muskie Daily. I'm Rachel Schlarb.
And I'm Chad Holmes. Topping the news. After 5 semesters of anticipation in cramped quarters in Cambridge Hall, Muskingum's newest building is open. The Roberta A. Smith University Library is opened its doors for students upon campus arrival from winter break this past Sunday. Orbit Media's Lindsay Graff has more.
The Roberta A. Smith Library opened on January 11th. Since its official opening, students have been taking advantage of the new building, using the quiet space to study and work together on assignments.
We have this wonderful, beautiful, technology-driven space that will provide the resources for students that they can do their research, have a comfortable space to study, to collaborate with each other. It's just I think this will become, instead of just a library building, it will become the university center. I think this will be kind of the heart of the campus.
The library offers 3 floors filled with several lounge spaces, study materials, and closed-off quiet rooms. The student reaction to the new building has so far been overwhelmingly positive.
It's exciting to have a place to finally study and be quiet other than the chess center.
Yeah, and everything's pink pretty. And we love it.
Wow and beautiful. Those are the 2 words that I hear most often.
Wow. Like, it's my first time seeing the library, so.
Students will have the ability to use the 6 collaboration stations in the building, which allow them to share the screens of their smartphones, tablets, and laptops side by side. The library opens at 8 and closes at 10 or 11 during the weekdays.
We're here to help. We really want people, students, faculty, staff to use this building, to use it to its capacity, and to find what they need. If it's something that is here or that we could provide for them, we really want to be able to do that.
For Orbit Media News, I'm Lindsay Graff.
Following an assault charge, Muskingum's former head volleyball coach Elizabeth Ziha has been moved to a new position here at Muskingum. Ziha now serves as the special assistant to the Vice President of Academic Affairs and the Vice President for Graduate and Continuing Studies. This according to a statement made by Muskingum University Public Relations. The search for a successor is underway, with a final candidate being brought to campus this week to be interviewed by President Ann Steele. The search committee hopes to have a new head coach named by this upcoming Monday.
Muskingum University's Student Senate is looking to fill 3 seats this semester. Available positions include both male and female independent representatives, academic representative, and a newly created gender and sexual minorities representative position. Students interested in filling these spots must have 25 signatures from students in the respective representative groups by Friday. The petition form can be found on OrgSync.
This Monday, schools will be closed all around the nation in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Students and faculty members of Muskingum are encouraged to spend the day in service of the community in order to capture the spirit of the holiday. Members of Greek organizations regularly attend this event. The day starts off with breakfast being served in the Chess Center, where the attendees will be split into groups and be given tasks, including working at the Stone Academy and performing music for senior citizens. In past service days, volunteers have helped at food banks, animal shelters, and nursing homes throughout New Concord.
The Ohio Theater Alliance, otherwise known as OTA, will be hosting auditions and interviews on Muskingum's campus this weekend. Actors and technician workers travel from all over the country for an interview or audition held in the Sandra Wolf Thompson Theater. Gary Martin, president of OTA, spoke about how Muskingum was chosen to host this process. The students auditioned for jobs in acting, singing, and dancing. They also interview for production jobs, including lighting and sound design. The auditions and interviews are part of the North Central Regional audition process and have been held at Muskingum University since 2005.
Up next, we'll take a look at things going on in the community, including council meetings and positions still open to the public.
Along with what's new with the Wall House Hotel. Stay tuned.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
New Concord's newest elected mayor, Brett Essex, completed his first council meeting of the year. Essex announced the council committee selection during the meeting. Jennifer Lyle will be chair of Safety Committee. Bill Kerrigan will be chair of Policy Committee. Steve Kokovich will chair the Finance Committee. And Robert Dixon will chair the Infrastructure Committee. Following the meeting, council members decided during an executive session to appoint Robert Dixon president of council.
There is one seat remaining on council that needs to be filled. Council members expect this to be by the February 8 meeting.
The opening of the Wall House Hotel on December 18th has brought excitement to New Concord. The new hotel has 4 different types of rooms to choose from of all different sizes. The rooms are handicap accessible. Melissa Best, hotel director for the Wall House Hotel, says observers have been impressed with the hotel and guests will enjoy their stay. The Wall House Hotel is also accepting walk-in guests and is offering discounts to members of Muskingum and Guernsey County.
The Wall House Hotel could be just the start of business growth in New Concord. Village Administrator Charlotte Colley says the same owner of the Wall House Hotel, Gary Rubel, is looking to add to the property he has acquired along State Route 83 and Interstate 70 in New Concord. Colley says Rubel is looking to contract with restaurants and retailers to help support the hotel. Colley said the restaurant he is looking for will not be chain restaurants, but something that won't typically be found off of a highway exit. Before any construction is approved, the Village of New Concord must first see a comprehensive site plan from the contractor. If approved, Colley said the group's goal is to complete construction within a 3-year window. However, Colley believes it would be closer to 5.
One obstacle possibly in the way for new business off the interstate due to a bridge closure. The wooden bridge on South Liberty Street will remain closed for at least another year, but some progress is being made according to New Concord Mayor Brett Essex. The bridge closed back in July of 2014 after a semi-truck made a crossing since then. Responsibility of the bridge has been up for debate since the Village of New Concord and the Guernsey County and Wyoming Railroad. According to Village Administrator Charlotte Colley, options are being explored that include repairing, relocating, or replacing, with costs ranging between $30,000 and more than $2 million.
Stay tuned because up after the break, Chris will have your local weather and if it's worth the risk to leave campus this weekend.
And he will have the update for us, things of Muskie sports. Stay tuned.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a cooler temperature falling around 35. Tomorrow there will be some sunshine with a warmer temperature of 49. And tomorrow night there is a chance of rain with a low of 40 degrees. Chance of rain is going to be around 80%. Muskie men's basketball was in action last night, falling to Mount Union on the road 94-70. Jalen Page found the scoring touch in the game, leading the Muskie offense with 15 points. Page did most of his damage from the charity stripe, going 8 for 9 on free throws. Jarrett Ruffin was too much for the Muskies to handle on defense. Ruffin scored a game-high 26 points to pace the Raiders, making 11 from 16 from the field. The Muskies were without senior big man Cody Seiler for the third straight game as he continues to work his way back from a foot injury. We'll see if Seiler can get back soon because the Muskies really need him out on the floor as they still try to get that first OAC win under their belts. The men will get another shot on Saturday when they host Wilmington. WMCO has the call with pregame starting at 2:30. Muskie women's basketball took on 10-3 Mount Union last night in the Rec Center. It was all Raiders early on, with Mount jumping out to an early 9-2 lead. Then the Muskies changed things up on offense and went to more pick-and-roll action and feeding the post to get Haley Stocker and Mallory Taylor involved. OAC leading scorer Annie Bova and the Raiders were too much, making tons of shots and running it up, including this amazing buzzer-beating three to end the first 27-13. The second quarter was all Muskies as the ladies found their groove offensively, getting into the paint for some easy looks. Taylor started to take control of the game with some deadly mid-range and three-point shots on her way to 17 first-half points. The Muskies tied things up with 1:11 left in the quarter while outscoring the Raiders 22-5 in the period and led 35-32 at the break. Mount battled back in the third, but the Muskies took the shot and responded, going back and forth with the Raiders the entire quarter. Taylor kept up her hot play in the third, continuing to bury shots to keep the Muskies in it. The Muskies led for almost 11 minutes of game time, holding off the potent Purple Raider offense as long as they could. The Muskies were in position to lead after 46-45 until Alex Carson commits this foul on a desperation heave by Bova as time expired. She sank all three from the line to give Mount a 48-46 lead. The Muskies fought back in the fourth, but momentum shifted to the Purple Raiders just enough with some late defensive heroics. The Muskies struggled to get onto the ball, and Olivia Bezanson struggled from the field. She went 0 for 4 on her takes, but got 4 points from the charity stripe. Taylor kept shooting to keep the Muskies in it on her way to 28 points, a career high to lead the team. The latter portion of the game plagued the Muskies as the fouls started racking up with the late combined and poor ball security and defensive lapses, like this wide-open three by Katie Reed. Mount Union took a 1-point lead with 35 ticks left, eventually upping that to 3. Bezanson got 2 over 4 points on a late foul to get it back to 1, but the Muskies blew their last chance on offense and had to foul Bova, making it a final score of 64-61. Now, forward Jasmine Goings did not play in the contest. Head coach Beth Fox said it was a coach's decision to hold her out of the game, but would not say more than that. The loss puts the Muskies at 4-10 on the year overall, but the ladies are still looking for that elusive first win in conference play. The Muskie wrestlers are back at it, preparing for their next meet against Mount Union at home on January 19th. However, one wrestler has a setback with an injury. John Rao suffered a minor blow to the head earlier this week and has been held out of practice since. Rao has a history of concussions, especially after missing all of last season due to one. Rao says sitting out right now is just a precaution and that he feels fine, and he hopes to be ready to go by the 19th. We'll see if Rao is healthy when the wrestlers take on Mount Union, and you can hear the match live on WMCO January 19th with pregame starting at 7. Now we'll head back to the desk after this short break.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
On the story. On the quad. On the scene. This is the Muskie Daily.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
That is all for today here on the Muskie Daily. I'm Rachel Schlarb.
And I'm Chad Holmes. Have a good day, New Concord.